Morning, guys. How you doing? I noticed we didn't have a little message from Ryan. Now I do know he's feeling under the weather, as his team is, since he's had the flu all weekend. His team decided to catch the plague and didn't score. He scored, and I'm sorry, I have to change pages. He only scored 89 points, lowest of the week. Didn't even break 100. Sorry, Rye. Kind of saw this coming, but it's not too late. You're 2-2. Most of the league is 2-2, but not me, Jeff, and Joe. We're all 3-1, and yours truly, numero uno, with 499 points. No one's beating that right now. So a little bit of a recap of this week. I beat Jimmy. Congratulations, though, Jimmy. Your kicker outscored me. Way to go there. I guess I should have left Tynes in the free agent market there. But in Ryan and my cousin Mike's matchup, 164 to 89. Largest deficit of the week, second largest deficit of the year. I will admit the largest deficit of the year came when Ryan beat me back in week 2. That was that's his gift right there. All right, Merry Christmas, Ryan. You get week 2. But in Dana and Bracco, the matchup of the week coming down to Monday night. Wow, Bracco, I couldn't believe it. With literally seconds to go in the first half, Miles Austin gets his only catches of the game pretty much. I didn't watch the entire game because after that it was a little pointless for me. But I was laughing my ass off. Do you know if Dana and Bracco played every week, Dana would be 3-1. But unfortunately, Dana, I can't schedule it that way. Sorry, Bracco. But we have had a team come back from 0-4 and make the playoffs. Oh wait, no, we haven't. I know I was 1-3 and made the playoffs. So Dana, you're on track. So good. You know, a couple years ago I did that. So keep it up, Dana. Bracco, if you want, I think they have like mid-season leagues coming up somewhere. Jay and Jeff, that was a battle of the equals. That they went into the matchup pretty equal in points and record and all that stuff. And Jay lost out 165 to 112. So Jay is now 2-2, leaving Jeff up there with Joe and I at 3-1. We're rooting for the rest of you guys. Joe, Jeff, and I are extremely thrilled to be up there. I can imagine. 2 past champions, and maybe one day Joe will get one. Although I don't think it'll be this year. Maybe a preview coming up is in week 8 when Joe and I face off. That could be the preview of the championship. Anyway, a couple of side statistical notes for you guys to consider. Of the quarterbacks this year, through the first month of the season, we'll see where we're at here. Me and Jason have 2 quarterbacks in the top 10. Now I have RG3 and Peyton Manning, and I might add each week I've used each of them, the other quarterback has scored more. Still doing pretty good. Jay has Tom Brady and who do you have? Oh, he's Wacko for Flacco. So we're doing pretty good at the quarterback position. Unfortunately, Jay needs to ramp up his rest of his team, but he's good at QB. Too bad you can't use both of them, Jay. In running backs, Adam, even though he lost this week, and I gotta say, Tony Romo fucked you the fuck over. Tony freaking Romo. I dropped his ass because you want to know something? I looked at it. There's a bunch of quarterbacks that have way more points than him. Andy Dalton, Cincinnati Bengal, Andy Dalton would be a better choice for you at quarterback than Tony Romo. Hey, just saying. I mean, I got to play in week 7, so I'm not looking forward to you having Andy Dalton. I'd rather you keep Tony Romo in there, even if you actually see this video, Adam. But yeah. Anyway, so Adam has 3 running backs in the top 10 in point scoring. I have 2, and my cousin Michael has 2. Wide receivers. Dana has 2 wide receivers in the top 10, thanks to Miles Austin first half, 2-minute warning performance last night. And Jeff has 2 wide receivers in the top 10. And yours truly has 3 wide receivers in the top 10. So what's the recipe for a number 1 team, fellas? Well, you should have a quarterback in the top 5. I do. You should have 2 running backs in the top 10. I do. And you should have 3 wide receivers in the top 10. I do. Oh, and I have the number 2 defense in the league, known as the Arizona Cardinals. Except for Chicago's performance last night, they would have been number 1. But, you know, having the Bears defense is good every year, so good draft pick there, Jay. Coming into week 5, ladies and gentlemen, and I say ladies because, Bracco, until you get a win, you are a girl. By the way, you have not changed your name yet, Bracco. I do believe we are all waiting to see the 10th ranked team be called the Cleveland Browns. And until you get a win, you will be named as such. So I think it'll be at least another week. You'll be named that because you're playing me this week, number one versus number fucking terrible, which is you. Um, it's gonna be a fun week for me. I gotta tell you that much. Unless Drew Brees has a 100-point score this week, you do have the number one quarterback in the league, Bracco, Drew Brees. That was a great draft pick by you to take him with your number one overall pick. But you got to give him some help. You know, it's kind of like Dan Marino on the Dolphins all those years. He was the best quarterback in the league, except that he had nobody else on his team. Ryan is playing Jimmy. This is going to be a fun matchup because both these teams have proven to score some points. And but Ryan last week a little shaky. Matt Forte did play for you, Ryan, so it's looking good for him next week. Dana and Joe are playing. This is 3-1 versus 1-3. Dana has finally scored over 100 points. His team is looking up. Like I said before, he has 2 wide receivers in the top 10 in point scoring. So he has some opportunity. If Aaron Rodgers breaks his leg on the way into the stadium, then maybe Dana could win. I don't know. Then we also have Jay versus Adam. This is going to be a very good matchup. I think I've been waiting for this matchup as long as Adam and Jay have been waiting for this matchup. It's going to be a fun one to watch. Again, I still believe, even with his second loss of the season, that Adam is in the top 4 of overall teams this year. He's going to score a crap load of points. He has 483 points scored, which is second in the league. I'm sorry, third in the league to myself and then Ryan. And he's consistently doing it. He didn't have 170 point one week and 80 point the next week. Ryan. So anyway, then finally for this coming week, it's my cousin Michael versus Jeff. The championship matchup from 2 seasons ago, you know, when nobody was watching. Both of them, Michael's 2-2 and Jeff is 3-1. Michael has the 4th highest amounts of points scored despite his 2-2 record. So that's going to be a fun matchup as well. So guys, from number 1 to the rest of you, I want to say thanks for playing. I will see you in a week. If I don't see you before then, have fun out there. And I have to open this window in order to close my camera. All right, so you guys have fun week out there. Hit the waiver wire hard, okay, because I'm actually good. You don't have to worry about me this week. I'm good. I want to give it to Jay, actually, for picking up that New England running back. Can't remember his name because I'm sure I'll never have to say it again unless Stephen Ridley, gets wrecked at some point. I don't know when you're going to play him. But good luck with that, Jay. Good luck, everybody else. And I never used this before, so I don't know where to stop recording. Here it is.